You already know what it is, family. Great Man of God Media TV back with another reaction video. Listen, man, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for Arlette to drop these catch-up videos. I know, I follow Arlette and the Pop the Balloon or Final Love and the catch-ups and everything that they do. I love their content. Big fan. So I watch closely and I pay attention. And I know for a fact there is a lot of catch-up videos she and her husband, Artist BM, need to upload. This is one of them. But there's a lot more I'm waiting on. All right? There's a lot more. But this is a catch-up with Josh, and I believe her name is Jovahnai. Jovahnai. Hopefully I get the correct pronunciation. But let's get it going. Here we go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Josh and Jovahnai. Welcome, beautiful people. How we feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Damn, she look good. Jovahnai. I had it right the second time. I forgot this woman. I'm gonna look her up right now. She look good than a motherfucker. God damn. Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good.
Nice. So we did have you all on. God, what episode was that?
16.
16. We had you guys on episode 16 where you ended up matching. Okay, so is it a yes for you for her?
It's definitely yes.
Is it a yes for you for him?
It's a yes.
We got a match!
Damn,
I'll
she
take
look
this
good.
and you guys can go on off. Okay, so as we saw on the show,
Okay.
It's always getting lots of views. People in the comments are always talking about some things that stand out to them. One of the main things that stood out, Josh, on your segment with Jovahnai was when you asked her a question. I know, look, you're smirking. I feel like you know where I'm going with this. Your question was something about like sexuality or whatever it is. And at first she was like, can you elaborate? And then you kind of didn't finish elaborating. She was like, yes. Like... Can you tell us like a little bit more detail what you were trying to say?
Yes, definitely. Like I was saying on the show, I feel like, sexuality is definitely a very important aspect in a relationship. And if you don't have that sexual compatibility, then I think that's going to actually make the relationship, difficult. It's going to be very difficult to continue. So, definitely, I feel like, definitely a lot of exploration, but within the confines of like my partner's sexual boundaries. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Not really. Are you just trying to say you open to fucking every day? Just say it bluntly. Like he says, open to explore based off my partner's boundaries. Paraphrasing what he said, but it sounds like to me, or what you're trying to really say is that I'm open to fucking a lot and I'm free spirited to my sexuality. If that makes sense. I guess he's trying to be conservative again with his answers.
So he explained it a lot more now. I'm pretty sure you guys maybe spoke about it later. We don't know yet. Yeah. But what made you kind of say like yes before he was able to like finish fully explaining what he meant?
I felt like I know what he meant to a certain extent as far as just being open to trying new things. Like he said, compatibility sexually is kind of important to a few people. I know that is one thing for me as well. So I knew what he meant, and just kind of saving ourselves some conversation for later. I was like, you know what? Yes.
Got it. And did the question like throw you off or anything? You seemed a little flustered afterwards, but I'm not sure if it was just...
Well, I wanted to know more of what he meant specifically, but I guess when he got to a point where he was mentioning vulnerability and just exploration, I just kind of was like, okay, we getting into some things. Yeah, that's what I took from it. So yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad y'all were able to understand each other. Us on the back end, we're just looking like, what's going on here? Guess that's why you guys were a match. Yeah. But so kind of to get into you guys matching. So since you ended up matching, have you gone on a date? Have you guys hung out?
Yes.
Yeah.
We hang out quite often. So yeah.
I love it. Okay. All right. How did the first date go?
First day, I feel like it went well. To my knowledge, I think we went and got sushi. I believe the first date.
We went for drinks at Little Rituals.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
That's the second.
So you know the details. Details matter, guys. Detail matters. I get it. Lots going on, but goddamn, small details do matter. Either male or female. Small details. So he messed that up, not remembering their first date, what they did. So
It was the same day?
No, that was the second date.
Yeah, second date, yes. But we went to go get drinks downtown at Little Rituals.
Nice.
It was a nice rooftop bar, so
Got it.
nice dim lights. And
y'all love rooftops, bro. Rooftop bars is listen. I had to think about rooftops. I'm like, that's really cliche to do, but it really is nice. It's a nice atmosphere, nice vibe, nice experience. You know, it's just that people do it all the time. That's the thing. It's just something that people just love to do. They love to go to rooftops. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against it, but I just like to do things that are different. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. So
vibes.
And this was after filming, or was it the next day? Or
We went that Wednesday, so it was like about 3 days after, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. And so how was the communication after you matched, like up to the point of you guys going out to that first date?
It was. Go ahead.
Okay.
So for me, I feel like that's something I do struggle with in terms of communication. So like I'm very busy with like the work that I do. So I'm like allocating a lot of my time with clients. So I think that me being mindful with Jovahnai, and I think that took some time.
So from the day, I think the show was filmed on like a Saturday. You guys went on the date on a Wednesday. So you're saying it was the communication on your end that kind of pushed the date back to the Wednesday, or?
So yeah, communicate. No, I set up a time for Wednesday. I believe that was on Wednesday because I just was really busy. So that's just the time that I had within what I had to do. So
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to hop in there.
So yeah, the night that we matched, we exchanged numbers and we planned for Wednesday.
Okay.
So that was
Okay.
fine. That worked out with our schedules. Leading up to the date, we had communication. We've spoken on the phone, on FaceTime for about like an hour or so before we before we went out. So we had some communication, but very minimal, like he was saying. But just, I mean, yeah, like he said, we were filling each other out as far as like our schedule and getting.
You know, real talk, Jovahnai. Not only you're gorgeous, but you have a great aura about you. I would honestly say it's similar to Arlette. It seems like you'll be a great host, right? Just your presence is just so feminine, and the way you speak and then the way you look is, you know, it's immaculate. But then like I can definitely see you in this space where you are, if you want to do that, but if you want to host a show like this, you can do that. But you have that graceful, elegant, feminine presence about you. That's just, for me, that's a super green flag right there. But you do have that aura for sure. 100%.
Getting to know each other. So,
Okay.
but I mean, it was fine.
Got
So,
it. And so after that first date, you guys went out for sushi. You said the next date
Yeah.
was sushi. Okay. Who picked the sushi date?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He texted me the next day and was like, "You got plans tonight?" I was like, "No, I do not."
So it was Wednesday, and right after Thursday, you're out again.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. So I mean, the communication wasn't that bad then. If you went right in there.
Yeah, like I said, we just met each other, but once we got the vibes going, of course, I was like, yeah,
That's
let's
good.
see each other again. So
Okay. Nice. So how's it going now? Like, have you guys drinks, sushi? What else? What's going on?
Right now, I think that personally, I know we had some some bumps in the road, but
Okay.
I feel like this is not something that we can't get over. So I think this is part of growing, learning process in a relationship. It's like growing pain. So I think that's where we're at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk? What are these bumps that you guys are experiencing?
communication.
It's still happening.
It's communication mainly more so. I try to be as vocal as I can about what my needs are in communication. like Josh said, it's a work in progress for him. He did mention that that was something that he struggles with. And it's weird because it's not like he struggles to open up and share like stories from the past or what have you not. But I think when there's conflict involved, or not even conflict, because I don't feel like we argue. We have a difference of opinions.
Okay.
And sometimes emotions can be involved with that too. And I would say the time frame also of him going about just shutting down is what's been mainly more so an issue.
Okay.
So
Right. The way she carries herself is immaculate, bro. Like she just, her presence, her the way she talks, her voice, like her presence is great. Outside of that, I want to address the communication thing, right? I would say this about Josh. It's good that you admit your shortcomings, which is you say that you're not good on communication and that you're trying to get better. I'd say that's better to admit your shortcomings, but it's better to admit your shortcomings than to cap or lie and say that you're big on communication, but then in reality, you're really bad at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that he admits he has shortcomings, but depending on the level of his issue with the shortcomings, we'll see if this affects their, I guess, their date or what their relationship they have. We'll see what happens, but I just want to point that out. I'm glad he says that. Like I said, I'm glad he says he's having issues with the communication. He has shortcomings with it, and he's trying to get better. Than someone saying, "Yeah, I'm big on communication. That's my top priority." And then when the push comes to shove, when it comes to conflict resolution, anything to do with adversity, you shut down, right? You're complete opposite. That's a huge red flag right there.
I see. And I do recall on the episode you guys were on, I think you asked how do they handle conflict and stuff like that. You did mention you take your time with going at the issue, whatever it is. And I think now you're experiencing that.
I did. And however, in, I believe, the lineup of me asking a characteristic trait, that was something that he had mentioned may happen. And I just was like, of course, as long as you're able to communicate that with me,
Right.
so that way I can know we're coming back to this or we're okay. That was something that was also like very big for me. So
Okay.
I just think that's where we need a little bit of work on, is just him being able to communicate, because sometimes it's just going to leave me in the dark.
Wondering.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
dark. So, and we're both trying, but I'm trying also my best to be able to kind of figure out what's going on, or, so, yeah.
Okay.
That's dope. The way she carries herself is immaculate, bro. I just can't stop saying that.
From just letting her know anything, it sounds like.
That's a good question. That's something I think I'm still trying to figure out.
Okay.
Right? So that's just gonna take some personal growth. But I think as long as Jovahnai allows me the patience, as long as she's patient with me and wants to continue with the journey in terms of allowing me to evolve in that aspect, I think it'll work out. I think the potential is there, and I think that I hope that she would like to see it through. So.
What's his face? What's his face?
It's no face. I mean, Josh knows. We've had multiple conversations just about, I think one thing he asked me also in reverse was like, well, what is a characteristic about you? My patience, because at the end of the day, as long as there has to be some type of compromise as far as like asking for that patience, as well as giving and trying as well. So I think that's sometimes where we can kind of hit like a bump in the road, is my lack of patience sometimes.
Okay.
And him trying to come together to talk. I have had conversations with him, and I do sometimes hold him to a higher standard with age and experience as well, to know how to communicate.
Yeah.
So I think that's sometimes where my patience can come from. Simply is just like, okay, I'm trying the best I can. I want to make a relationship work. He has experience in relationship. I've had maybe like a year time frame with relationships, so I want to be able to learn these things, as far as communicating better with somebody. And I feel like there's so much potential there. It's just like, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
Nigga, hey Josh, you better not you better not fumble this bag. This woman is at the top, the peak of her physicality. She's in her prime. I think she mentioned she has no children, if I'm not mistaken. Just drop dead gorgeous. elegant, feminine, graceful, right? Carries herself immaculate. You better not fumble this, bro. Like I don't see no red flag with this woman so far. I don't see nothing wrong with this so far. Very attractive, intelligent, feminine, vibrant, elegant, graceful. All of those adjectives, I can just keep going on and on, man. I don't see nothing wrong with this woman so far. I just hope that based off what he's saying, communication, hopefully that's not an issue that's going to deter her, and the fact that there is an age gap between you guys as well. So let's see.
Okay. So you feel like you're having to really pull information out of him? Is that what it is?
Information or just him. Honestly, I don't want to say caring, but it's like, what's up? Why are you quiet? You know what I mean? So sometimes it can be like that. So, I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I try my best to call, talk, and it's like, let's talk the next day, or, you know, like, let's leave it alone for right now. And it's just like, all right. So.
Yeah, so for me, like, I'm not going to lie, I do struggle with time management. So I do have a lot of things going on right now, working on my second master's. I got clients, like I said, and it's you know, I'm just trying to balance it. So
I say that's a second red flag right there. You're bad on communication. Now I'll let you get away with that. How about you said you admitted it, that's your shortcoming, you're working on it. Then you said you're struggling with time management. So that's a red flag. Why are you dating? Right? I mean, you got to make time for things that you value, right? Make time for someone like her, if that's going to be an issue. Hopefully, I'm not jumping to conclusions, but if you're saying that you're struggling with time management, make time for her. Be available at all costs for her. I don't care what you're doing. Make time for her. Stop what you're doing and make time for her, period. But you're admitting that you're struggling with time management and you're still working on it. That leads me to believe that you still need to work on it and not date her or date anybody. Get to the point in your life where you can have someone that you can be attentive to at all costs, especially someone that you're pursuing or someone that you're dating seriously, someone that you're 100% attentive to at all costs. Doesn't seem like he's there yet. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that's, you know, I think that I have it in me to, I think I definitely do have it in me to, you know, get to that potential. Like I said before, as long as she is patient, because I think that's something that maybe she needs to work on as well. So.
And maybe I do. And maybe I do.
And then, so you mentioned.
Well, she's there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both agreed to go on the show to do a catch up, and she's there. She made time to show up on the show. So that's patience right there also. So, you know, it is what it is.
You have like a higher expectation of him because of age. What's the age difference again? How old are you, Josh?
So I'm 39.
39.
And I'm 28.
28. Okay.
Yeah,
so that's good for you guys. Like the age gap is not a problem.
It's absolutely not a problem.
Okay.
I like dating older men because realistically, working out for me with men my age, I mean, we all are continuously growing and learning.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do really love dating older men because it comes knowledge, wisdom. So I guess with that, there are expectations. Just, you know, with past relationships that I would have expected to kind of allowed you to learn something along the way as well, especially when I'm trying to give him my all at my little age. So,
in other words, the niggas that's her age that she tries to date, she's saying they don't know what the fuck they doing. That's why she dates older, because they're more stable, they're more mature, they reach their, statistically, men in their late 30s, early 40s, they're actually in their prime financially. They're more stable at that age. So she's right on the money to say that she prefers to date older men. The men that she says she's 28, the men that are 28 or whatever the case may be, around that age bracket, they're still developing. They're not there yet, right? They're not there yet. But when you get to that level where you're in your late 30s, early 40s, you're stable. More stable, that is. You know what I'm saying? So.
yeah.
Go ahead, Josh.
So,
you want to say something?
That being said, I think we had this talk and I said that, you know, everyone has different strengths and weaknesses within their lives, and I know that you feel like that should be a strength, but yeah, I may be strong in other areas, but that may be my weakness. And as long as you, like I said, allow me to build up on that weakness and turn it into a strength, I think that the potential is there, because I definitely want to make it work. And so yeah.
Okay, so where are we today? I know you said you want to make it work. Sounds like you also want to make it work, but your patience is running a little thin. So where are we today? Like, if we leave here now, are you guys still talking, or is it like?
Well, you answer that. When's the last time we spoke? I believe Thursday was the last time we spoke.
Today is Sunday.
Yes, okay. That's the longest we've been without speaking. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Why? What's going on?
I'm still trying to honestly figure it out. I think that if I could get your perspective, and then maybe because I'm still trying to figure it out. So what do you think happened?
Nigga, you know. Nigga, you know.
Short and sore nose.
What do you think what happened? Niggas, you know. Let's see what she has to say, but you know.
We've ran into conversation where we express certain doubt that we still may have with each other.
Okay.
Whether that be one or the other up and leaving, or whether that be just the topic of family or kids. Sometimes we just have difference of opinion.
Okay.
And I believe we went out Wednesday. We had dinner. This past Wednesday, we had dinner. Mm-hmm. It was okay, but also coming into that dinner, we were having a little bit of riffraff of a difference of an opinion. But of course...
You said on the family and children thing?
Yes, it was. And that conversation happened, I believe, Tuesday. So going into Wednesday, the dinner date, we kind of had quiet in the day, I would say. But we didn't allow that to stop us from having dinner. We had a great time. Thursday, I wanted to go over and just speak with him, just kind of fill out the vibes from the conversations that we've been having.
Okay.
I brought some dinner over. I brought some wine that we both like to drink. And I believe we were just honestly talking about, who's going to get in the shower first, I went and I asked him to keep an eye out on my dog for me, like while I'm in the shower. He has a dog as well.
Okay.
And he has a boy dog. So I just want to be able to make sure that they're...
And you have a girl dog?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure that they're safe, separate, and not hunching on each
other.
Right. Yes. So when I asked him if he can keep an eye out on my dog for me while I get in the shower, it was like, well, babe, I want to enjoy my food. Like, I'm trying to relax and enjoy my food. And I guess it made me a little frustrated from the lack of communication we've already been having throughout that week. And also he mentions that he wants children, sometime soon in the future. So I just feel like if we want to have children sometime later in the future, if that's something that we're talking about, and I need you to watch the baby while I go in the shower, when you're trying to enjoy your food, it's like, at what point do we have any type of compromise to help me out? Marriage is always the goal. He still wants to be married and have children, but you don't want to be married and still a single parent doing things on your own. So it did frustrate me. When I got out the shower, he asked me like, yo, what's going on? You kind of saying things in the shower or whatever. I'm like, if this the end. Like, I'm just kind of like, I'm like, can't watch my dog. Like,
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. The motherfucker. I mean, listen, I get. I'm gonna say this, right? I'll speak for myself. I'm linear, meaning I'm a linear thinker, right? So I have a long day at work or whatever I'm doing. I come home. All I want to do is eat and relax. Your woman is there at home waiting for you, right? She probably cooked a meal for you. She, made everything comfortable for you as possible, but all you really want to do is relax. That's how I get as well. She did those things for you, and she's like, babe, I need to take a shower. Watch the dog or watch the baby for me. And my response is, I want to relax and enjoy this food rather than help out with the baby or the dog. Of course, the woman's going to feel some type of way. So just like she said, keyword compromise. Yeah, you can enjoy your food still, but I need you to keep an eye on the newborn, especially newborns. Newborns, I'll just keep it at the baby. Newborns, you got to be working around the clock with babies. You know what I'm saying? Around the clock, it's a team effort. No, it's extremely hard for a single, matter of fact, no single woman, no woman should be able to have a newborn baby by themselves. So it is a team effort. And so for a man to say, I need to enjoy my food, I can't watch the baby, in her case, the dog, she is going to feel some type of way, and she's going to think, just like she said, when we have a child together, you can't even make a compromise for my dog. What makes you think you'll have a compromise for our own child together? Right? Just for 5-10 minutes, I gotta take a shower. You can watch the child. And you can't even watch my dog, right? So that does make sense, man. I'm on her side with that. That does make sense. Like, come on, man. Compromise.
I need to just shower, and I get out the shower, he's like, babe, what's going on or whatever. I'm just like, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating, our communication, let alone you want to watch the dog or the lack thereof and just whatever. And he looked and he just grabbed his towel and he went in the shower and he didn't say anything. And I just took my items and I just left. So, and we hadn't really spoken much since. So,
let's hear from Josh as well.
Let's
hear from you, Josh.
Yeah. So definitely, at that moment in time, I take full accountability. Okay. My lack of consideration. At the time I just had got in from work. I was tired. She brought food over. I'm not gonna lie. I just ate it. I
was like, what? What about me?
I was hungry.
Forget the dog. Forget you.
Exactly.
That comes first. Okay.
But now that I look back and I can see how the time spent coming to my place and getting everything ready. I could see how much work she put into that, and I just felt like maybe I didn't reciprocate that in the best way I could have. So, I apologize. I'm a work in progress, and yeah. So.
Okay.
It's okay.
So that happened Thursday. So since Thursday, she left. You got in the shower.
Josh does seem reserved. You see, he still seems very reserved. He seems stoic but reserved still. He doesn't like to open up. And I don't know. It's just he's just not really willing to open up, as far as I can tell.
You didn't reach out to her from that point to talk about this? Nothing?
No. When I left, I didn't receive a text message. I didn't receive a call. Where are you at?
Damn,
what happened?
Josh,
what's going on?
you dropped the ball on that. Damn,
Josh.
Just me and my dog left.
What happened?
But yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like I think I said on the show, I'm the type of person that doesn't I try not to react. I try to respond. So I felt like, all right, let me give some time. That there's heightened energy, heightened emotions. Let me give some time for it to kind of maybe simmer down, and then I could get back to her. So, and I think that I think it was okay time frame. Maybe you say different, but I felt like that was my intentions.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I know everyone has their own time frame of what they think is a good amount of time of when it's okay for them to go and talk to someone. So I guess for you, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3
Right.
It's 3 days.
It's just the communication, aspect of it. Like I said, I think, there's potential, and it is just honestly the in between communication that is kind of where it's been a little bit difficult. So
Okay. Because when you guys are together, are you opening up, and it's more so just if the conflict comes up, it's a little more you kind of don't really know how to handle that?
Yeah.
Or?
Wait, so you're asking me, am I opening up during our interaction?
Right. So is the communication all around, where it's just even if you're in person, you can't really open up, or is it more so just conflict based? If the conflict comes up, it's more so I'm gonna give that.
Good
space.
question. Good question, Arlette.
I think definitely when it's conflict based, I definitely shut down.
I got that vibe. I was like, yeah, man, he's reserved. And when it comes to conflict resolution, guess what? He shuts down. But like I said in my opening statement, I said, at least he admits that he has a communication problem as a shortcoming, right? But the fact that when there is issues with conflict resolution, issues with adversity, you shut down and you still don't know how to deal with that. My suggestion to you, Josh, is therapy. Seek therapy. If you had therapy before, continue it until you get to that root cause and work on that root cause. And then you can mitigate that issue. And then you can, better yourself going forward with the relationship with her if you guys are still, looking towards that. So that's my suggestion.
In terms of opening up, I think that's a gradual process. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job in terms of like you getting to know who I am, maybe some of the experiences I've been through and like what makes me me. So it's mystery in it, and I think mystery is sexy as well. It keeps the vibration highs too. So it's like I'm like an onion. You just gotta keep peeling back the layers, right? So yeah, that's that.
Okay.
How many layers you gotta peel back though? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta eventually open up, bro. Especially somebody that you're trying to have a strong, committed relationship with that's leading to marriage. Like, come on.
Right. Any final thoughts between either one of you?
I don't have anything negative, of course, to say. Josh is great. Like he's mentioned, he does do a good job with opening up and communicating in that aspect to get to know him. It is just when we have conflicts. So who knows? We're just going to have to keep working towards our communication and just opening up with each other. And I mean, I don't have any doubt that, he'll get there as far as his communication is concerned. So.
Oh, I guess I wanted to ask, have you seen improvement? You guys said you had a few other conflicts before this. Is it gradually getting worse? Or
no, it's not gradually getting worse. Okay. Josh is the type of person where he can hear something that I'm saying and he'll listen. He'll do his best. I can see him trying.
Okay.
But it's definitely not getting gradually worse.
Okay.
No.
That's
no,
good.
It's not there though. So.
Okay. Any final thoughts on your end, Josh?
Not really. I think that I appreciate you, doing your hardest to be patient with me and still continue to go on the journey with me and just to have the opportunity and experience to experience you it's a pleasure, and I appreciate the opportunity to get to know you. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really, really hoping things work out between the two of you because it's just beautiful to see. It's beautiful.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so, I wish you both the best.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be keeping tabs. If you see my name pop up, I'm watching your story. Don't worry about it. I'm just keeping tabs.
Yes.
Okay.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. And then, just because people will be following you guys on your journey, whatever it may be, are there any upcoming projects that people can be on the lookout?
No, I'm simple. I'm just in school right now, like I said, to be a realtor here in Arizona and working, taking care of my Zoe and just strengthening relationships all around. So,
okay. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing. I think I'm just simple as well, and I'm just, continue. I feel like I'm probably just working on myself, so that's the upcoming project. Just keep working on myself, so yeah.
And you think you said you're in a master's program as well?
Yeah, I'm actually working on my second master's, and then so I can be fully licensed in Arizona to do therapy. So so that's what I'm working on. So.
Okay, well, good luck to both of you with your real
Thank you.
And all that good stuff. So thank you everyone at home for tuning in, and thank you both for coming in today. We'll catch you all next time.
Whoa, I'm going to say this, man. This was an age gap in reverse. What I mean by that is that since he's older than her, he's supposed to set the example for her since he has more experience. But that wasn't the case. Jovahnai, who's 28, was setting the example for him on how to properly communicate, on how to properly treat a woman, on how to be proactive of a woman's needs. She was teaching him as if, it's almost like basically teaching your child how to properly communicate to the teacher. Or, tell me how you feel. Why are you not saying that, the type shit? It's basically what she was doing to him. And so, like I said, he needs to work on himself, man, before he starts to seriously date anybody. He needs to go into therapy, If you're, like I said, if you already had therapy, continue it, get to that root cause and mitigate that issue with your communication skills, right? You're 40 years old. You're too old to be talking about, I have issues with communication. Sure, it's a shortcoming that you admitted that you have, but that should have already been resolved at your older age, right? You're too old for that stuff. Again, you're supposed to set the example for her. She's looking for guidance and wisdom from you. But in this case, it was the reverse. She was the one that had wisdom. She was the one that was guiding you on things that you should and should not do in a relationship, not with just her, but just in general. And he had no clue, right? And this woman is a gem, man. This woman is just a gem in her prime, in her physical prime. And gorgeous woman, bruh. Gorgeous woman. But, you know, they look like they'll make a great couple. I wish them the best, you know. That's pretty much all I can say. I wish them the best. So let's see what, you know, hopefully they can bounce back. Seems like they're trying to work on it. But let's see what happens, man. But, you know, hey, man, you know, I'd say it's a good catch up, you know, just the fact that this man right here, he needs a lot of development, a lot. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. But anyway, man, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll repeat myself. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I need the algorithm. I'm not getting enough likes. I don't know what it is. Am I shadow banned? I don't know. I just know that I put out consistent content and I don't get the notoriety I need. And I'm just going to say for myself, I put out pretty good content compared to other content creators who are way more popular than me. And I know my content, based off my life experiences, I have a different point of view. And, you know, I'm an autodidact, so I provide a lot of guidance and wisdom on what I say because I'm a deep thinker, you know. But that's neither here nor there. But if you have made it this far, I appreciate you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. There's my Cash App. Hashtag GMOGFitness. Any contribution will be great. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time, family. Signing out. Peace.